to slow up with nails. I don't know how well this is going to go. I have no nail polish remover, so this could go very wrong and I may have to refilm. But the nail polishes and nail care I've got, I went to Primark the other day and picked up these. Really cheap, fast dry top coat and a hydrating base coat. I've also got a W7 cuticle oil. I've got the well polished top and base coat from Makeup Gallery, but I think I'm going to throw that in a giveaway. And then I've got the Gel Effect from Primark. I do have in here a nail file from Body Shop. I'm going to get some nail care bits. I'm going to get nail polish and I'm going to get but these are £1.50 each for reference, so yeah, just kind of looks a bit and then cuticle oil. Okay, so I'm just gonna file my nails and just make them a bit smoother. But yeah, I needed a bit of a glow up today. I've got some nice things to do this afternoon, and then I'm having a night in with Mum. So it would just be nice to look at my nails and not see this, but obviously I don't know how well I'm going to do because I used to be shocking at doing my nails, so this could be quite interesting. I've got quite a lot of hanging skin as well, so considering I have had acrylics for so long, my nails aren't in the worst shape. But yeah, so I'm definitely going to get some nail care, more nail files and stuff, because obviously where I was getting them done I didn't need them. So we're gonna, this is a moisture bomb. If I can even get it open. Oh yeah, there we go. So it's very thick. Now I'm going to let that dry and then I'm going to do the other hand, but they're looking nice and sharp. Okay, so we've done the base coat. Now time to apply this, and I'm not going to lie, I am so nervous. Thank you, if you could just put it.
I've actually got a proper file as well that you can shape and if you want it.
What do you think?
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, wonderful, thank you.
And you've got your buffer there, and they're both brand new.
Yep, thank you.
Right, okay.
Okay. I'm only going to do one coat. I think it's quite pretty. As I said, it's not the cleanest. I haven't done it the nicest. I just don't have the nicest nails, but it will do. But I do need to buy some nail polish remover, which I'll get from Poundland. Oh god, it's a really, okay. So I have done my other hand off camera because it just makes me so nervous. But it's not gone too badly. The colour is so nice. So if you see this in Primark and you do your own nails, it's a Gel Effect long wear and one coat, which is good because I'm not doing more because it's quite a thick nail polish, in blush, and it's cruelty free, which is amazing. Do you know what? I've seen me do my nails worse. I have got some on my like skin and around the edge on this one, but it's fine. We're now going to do the top coat. Which I haven't. My thumb isn't dried yet on this one, but the rest look pretty good. So I'm going to try and top coat them. It's supposed to be a fast drying top coat, so we're gonna test that theory out, and Mum approves of the colour, so it feels really weird to look at them with nail polish on. like really weird. But it's a nice feeling. And then I am going to put some cuticle oil on because I'm just that bougie. But I'm going to carry on watching Shannon's Shannon's vlog. Mum has given me these, so she's given me a really nice nail file and also like a buffer, which I didn't have before, but I've got them now. So yeah, I just think this is just going to make me feel a bit better looking at my nails, because my nails just aren't the nicest, as I keep saying. So yeah, I've got a bit of a bob in that one, but you know, for me this is good. And I really like that colour, and obviously I'm not expecting them to last that long. I probably need a chip free, oh god, a chip free top coat, but oh god, I don't think they're completely dry, but heck it. So I've semi-ruined one nail, this one, but you can't really notice it. There we go. So I've touched one too soon, but my thumb is dry, so we're going to put some cuticle oil on my thumb. I always love this part in nail salons and getting your nails done. And also self-care is my biggest goal of 2023, like looking after myself, making myself feel good. And I can't remember how much this was, but it was really inexpensive. But literally cost me £4 to do this at home. And the nails I'm getting are costing in February, which is a treat from Matt, is £45. I'm literally saving £41 for doing it at home. And yes, they're not tips, yes, they're nothing bougie, and you can never beat getting your nails done, but I just don't think they look that bad. I'm actually well impressed with myself of how I've done this hand, because I'm right-handed to do my left nails. It's near on impossible. So my nails in a natural light, as I said, and they're already dry, so the fast top coat does work better than nothing. They definitely look a lot better than they did. Okay, so we're now going to do some skincare, and then we're going to do my hair. I've got my hairbrush. Just gonna brush through it. My nails are completely dry. I can do absolutely everything now, which is good. But yeah, oh, my hair goes so puffy when it's like freshly washed. I literally washed it yesterday, so, and it feels so soft. I definitely am liking the Revolution dupe of the Olaplex so far. Okay, so I don't need my I need my straighteners. I'm going to try out these whilst doing my makeup. I got these in an advent calendar, my advent calendar last year. Brushworks, non-kink, crease free. I need to get some heat protectant spray for when, oh, should I use these though, because they're prettier. I got these from Home Market. I think I might use these ones. But I don't think they're, oh no, they're not there. Okay. So if I turn that off, can I still, oh, I can still see what I'm doing, because I don't have enough plugs when I'm here accessible to me. So we're just going to straighten our hair. There's no better feeling than having fresh nails and straight hair. I'm sorry, but there just isn't. So I've just got the, so it may not look too different, but I think it looks a hell of a lot nicer. So yeah, I'm going to let them cool down, and then I'm going to do some skincare. And then we're going to glow up the skin. And talking about 2022, the first half of the year, because I lost the footage for my New Year's Eve makeup look. So don't ask me how I did that, but somehow I managed it. So yeah, we're going to talk about that, and there will be a couple of trigger warnings. Don't worry, because there are some topics that not everyone will want to listen to, but I'll give a trigger warning way in advance, so if you don't want to listen. Okay, so the brows are done, and they actually look half decent. So we're going to, oh god, we're going to try some new makeup today. It's part of a glow up, you know. So let's just, I'm going to go for my classic gold look. I was going to try something fancy. We all know I'm not going to do that. So we're going to go in with the Fiery 2.0 Beauty Bay palette. they have got some beautiful shades in here. So we're going to go in with Bagel, which is this one. Oh, it's very pigmented. I didn't expect any different, to be honest. Actually, you know what? I'm going to use my By Caitlin collection. Help me see a bit better. And this is a Trigwell Cosmetics TO8, I think, fluffy brush. I can hear my mum's music in the shower. Do, 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 do. I've never used this palette before, so this is literally winging it to the high heavens. That's a really nice neutral shade. We all know I love a neutral shade. I'm a bit of a basic bitch like that. That is a really nice colour. If you were just doing something quick for work or something, or you know, that all over the lid would be lovely, but we're not doing that vibe. We're now going to go with Brunette. I don't know whether you can see this, just to deepen it up a bit. Honestly, these brushes from Trigwell are amazing. She does so many deals on TikTok Shop and stuff like that, so I already feel 10 times better. I'm having a good day today, but I feel 10 times better. So going into the stuff that I lost the footage of, because go me. It's like a little bit of my New Year's Eve makeup look, but as I said, it was a bit shambolic. It was a bit like all over the place. So during 2022, I learnt a lot about myself, what I can cope with that I should never have had to cope with, like a lot of people, and also the person I do not want to be, because the person I was for the majority of 2022 was not the person I wanted to be at all, like far from it. So I've learned the hard way that I need to bring back the old me, but better, and just be a bit of a better person, because I let myself slip last year to a whole other level, and as in personally, because I've always had a strong work ethic. I've always wanted to work, always wanted to earn my own money. So professionally I was fine, personally I was not. So yeah, it was not a great year for me, and I feel like my fresh start started now, because I've kind of sorted myself out even more. Beginning of 2023, like the beginning of January, wasn't the best time for me. I kind of slipped a little bit with how I saw myself and everything, but I'm back to feeling a bit more normal. And now I'm going to use the shade Acorn through the crease. Ooh, that is a nice shade. I'm using a little bit because these shades are super pigmented, like Beauty Bay have done a serious summing with this palette, I tell you. And I am going to use a bit of my... I didn't treat people the best, which I put my hands up to. You know, I really let myself down as a person, and how I was never brought up to behave the way I was behaving towards people, towards myself. That was not how my family brought me up to be, which in turn, when I let my emotions back in, because I referred to it as like turning my humanity switch off in my New Year's Eve makeup look, when I let my emotions back in and I started facing everything that I was feeling for the last like 4 months, I then felt this incredible guilt for the amount of people I let down, mainly myself, but also my family, because, and also the saddest thing, I'm going to try not cry, is how much I felt like I let my granddad down. And if you don't know, if you're new to my channel, my granddad passed away nearly 6 years ago, which is why the beginning of the year is never a fun time for me or my family, because 6 years ago this month he went into hospital, and then in February he passed away. And he was like a father to me. He took over that role, and you know, I know for a fact if he was here, he would be absolutely gutted with how I treated myself, how I treated other people, how I treated some family. You know, I know most people go through it. I'm not the only one, and I know I won't be the last one to do it either, but it really hits you when you think, shit. When you actually let your brain process what you've been going through and the emotions you push to the back of your head, you're like, I was a bit of a shitty person. But the main thing I've learned is just take accountability for what you've done, your actions, your words, whatever you've done when you were hurting, it's normal. I didn't kill anyone, I didn't commit any crimes, but I committed crimes to myself and my friends, and I will forever learn from that. And it's been, as I mentioned in my last like New Year's Eve makeup look, it was a learning curve. I learned a lot, and today has been one of those days. I've had a really good day so far. It's 12:15 and I've done so much. So the reality of it is, last year was crap, for hopefully this year for me to learn, continue learning, developing as a person, maturing, and just putting my priorities in place, because I did not have my priorities sorted whatsoever. I put things first that I never should have put first. So this year is all for family time, friends, memories, laughs, and just living my best life, because I physically cannot cope with another year like last year, because there came to points where I didn't think I'd make it. Brutally honest, brutally raw, I didn't think I'd make it, but I'm so much stronger now. I never actually felt I would have this strength in me. So it just shows, if you're going through what I was going through, and that so many people in the world go through, but if you're going through it right now, just look at me for an example. You can get through it, and I feel like it's still a long process, it's still a long journey, but I'm getting there. And to say I'm still here, and I've got a smile on my face, and I'm just happy, and I'm starting to get my happiness and my glow back, is the best feeling. With not to care what people think, because I'm such a paranoid person. I constantly think people hate me. I constantly think that I'm doing something wrong even when I'm not, which then leads me to end up doing things wrong because I'm just so over paranoid and overthinking about it. But yeah, I'm just chucking this Kiko gold eyeshadow in my Outer V to give it like a nice bronze smoky effect. Who do I think I am? Talking like I understand makeup. I just slap it on my face for fun and hope for the best. But yeah, the one thing that hit me hard was the amount of respect I lost from people, which was well deservedly. I didn't deserve their respect after how I was behaving, you know, and that's the hardest thing, realising actually, and these people's opinions mattered so much then, and they still to an extent do now, but then looking back, I should have listened. If your best friends are telling you, and I know it's harder, it's easier said than done, but trust me, if the one piece of advice I can give you is, if your best friends are telling you, Lily, or whatever your name is, but in my case, Lily, you need some help, you need to reach out to people, you need to let your emotions in, stop isolating yourself, stop going to, you know, ruining yourself because you're worth so much more. If I had listened to them, I would not have been in so much of a bad state. However, on that, what I went through last year really showed me who was meant to be in my life, because I know when you put people through bad stuff, they don't have to stay with you, and I understand that I put people through a lot and they had to walk away for their own mental well-being and their own sort of like security in themselves, which I completely understand. However, also in my opinion, I think personally, you know, Paige has seen me go through some horrendous stuff. Paige hasn't agreed with how I've been, and she's told me, which is the main thing I'm coming on to, communication. I cannot stress enough, if you've got a friend that's going through something, or you're not appreciating how they're being towards you, or you're not appreciating how they're being towards themselves, communicate it with them in a positive way. Cannot stress that enough, because I had some people communicate it to me in a not positive way. Not my close friends, but other people, and it really niggled at me. And also, people that try to give you an opinion that have no relevance to your life and have no relevance to the situation you're going through, just ignore them. Let it go over your head like water off a duck's back. Because if I had listened to that piece of advice, I also wouldn't be so mentally all over the place. So yeah, I'm just saying, people will give their opinions, because people love to act like they're all like sweet and innocent, and people love to act like they've never done some of the stuff you've done or been through the same stuff, because they just want to seem like they're perfect. They're really not, and in reality they've probably done 10 times worse or been through 10 times worse, which is why they kind of cover it with a facade that they're not, like, you know, try and act like they're just so holy, and to be honest, their opinion means jack all. So is that okay? So we've done eyeliner and lashes off camera, and I use the Harmony lashes from Trickwell Cosmetics, and I tell you, these are some of the most beautiful lashes I've ever seen and used. So easy to use, I'm obsessed. So we're now going to do the rest of my face, of course, Filter Finish from Collection. I think it's just an obvious one at this point. This stuff absolutely is just heaven. And I don't go lightly with it either. It just gives your skin such a glow. And if I wasn't doing just a full-on glow up, I would just put this on my skin. I'm not even joking. So I'm going to use this Trigwell Cosmetics TO4 brush just to like tap it into the skin, and then I'll finish off. Like, look how big this gets. This is a Cocoa Cosmetics by Chloe sponge, and I said I didn't like them because I used them wrong. I didn't dampen it enough. I tell you, this sponge, like, look at it. It's going to blend out my CC cream so easily. I literally just tap this in with the brush. But yeah, so I can't remember exactly which bit I got to because I've had a bit of a break. But yeah, so life lessons were learned last year, let's just put it that way. We're going to go on to the trigger warning. I'm gonna put it up here now, and then I'll put in on the screen now when I stop talking about it. It's about food and eating and all that. So obviously I know there's some people watching this that may not want to hear about that from own personal struggles or ever, so stop watching now and I will put on the screen what time we get to when I stop talking about it. Right, everyone watching is okay with this subject because I don't want to offend anyone. So I come across this person because I do eat, and I'm a lot better now. I've got a lot more of a healthier relationship with food, but I went through in 2021 a patch of 8 months where I just didn't really eat. I'm going to put a bit more on. I don't feel like I've got enough. I didn't really eat, like 8 months of basically a liquid diet, which was alcohol. Because I went out clubbing, I just turned 18, so you know that part of my life as well was not the best. I've got quite a few story times from that year too, but we're sticking to 2022. I got better, and then where I mentally went downhill, my eating kind of like a little mudslide just kind of went with it, to the point where I'd snack and not eat proper meals. Meals were a big thing for me. I go to restaurants, hardly be able to finish a meal, hardly be able to finish a meal at home with Matt. Yeah, it got very bad, and I've lost, like, people have noticed it, and I'm not one of those that get bothered when people go, oh, you look so great because you look like you've lost so like weight and whatever. Like, don't get me wrong, I know how people can take that, but I'm not one of those that mind people saying that because it actually makes me feel unhealthily good. But I have lost weight in not a healthy way. Stress, anxiety, and not eating properly. My diet is awful. My diet literally consists of junk, but because I don't eat properly and I can go days without even snacking that much, it just, yeah, like, look how easy this is. You all need to invest in marshmallow sponges from any brand that you want to support, because mate, they just changed the game. Like, look how quick that was. But anyway, yeah, so I went through a really bad patch again last year. I've lost weight because I've never been, like, people have always said, oh, you've never been of the biggest size, you know, which I haven't, but obviously I haven't seen myself like that. I've seen myself as like, oh my god, no, this like massive body dysphoria, is that the right word? I don't actually know. But yeah, so put some over these spots. So yeah, it wasn't a great time, and my weight got to the point where if I lost any more, you'd be able to notice it more. Like, if you're one of my close friends, then people started to notice because I'm with them in a lot of, like, you know, situations, like out and about and stuff like that. But yeah, it was not a good time for me, and my relationship with food hasn't been the best. Still needs work, and I'm working on it. I've actually recognised the fact that now I really need to look after myself, because there's things I want to do in the future. There's things I want to, you know, that I want to have a healthy body for. For example, pregnancy. I'm not pregnant. Before anyone starts maybe thinking that, I am not going to be getting pregnant anytime soon. But I want a healthy body for myself. I want to feel good in my own skin. So yeah, and obviously for something that I've wanted to do like my whole life, I've always wanted to be a mum. I'm one of the most maternal people you could come across. I work with children, which doesn't necessarily mean you're a maternal person, but I am. And I do want kids. I do want to have kids if I'm lucky enough, which I know is also a touchy subject for some people, so I'm sorry. I don't want to upset anyone or offend anyone. But yeah, and I just know with how my body is now and my health, it just won't be able to happen anytime. Well, I don't want it to happen anytime soon anyway, but you know what I mean. So yeah, the weight I lost has contributed to my mental health. It's also contributed to my health in general. I know this isn't hygienic, but I'm putting it on there directly anyway. But yeah, so I've just, to a lot of people I look good, and you know, that's fine, but I'm not at physically where I want to be at, because I want to feel healthy on the inside as well as the outside, because I don't feel that on either. Change of angle. But we're gonna bronze now and contour and give my face a bit more life. So I'm gonna use my BFF face frosting, and I'm also gonna use Made by Mitchell blush in Toned Up. I'm gonna use my Made by Mitchell brush. So I'm just gonna apply it to my hand first, which is a technique I saw on TikTok, and it makes a world of difference. So yeah, but we're gonna move on from that now. But yeah, so it was just all a bit just working, because apparently that does a better job. I'm going to use my sponge to blend it out, because the good thing about these sponges, you can literally use it for your whole base. And obviously I'm going to, because I prefer to add less, like less is more and you can add more. I'd rather not put too much on first, you know. Just apply a little bit to the face. How crazy do I look? I look like one of those Avatar things when they're doing the special effects. See, that's why I shouldn't have applied it with the thing, because now I've got a little mark on my cheek, but never mind. Yeah, that's why you don't apply it straight onto the skin, really. Hopefully I can make it work. And now I'm gonna go over the top. This is honestly amazing, but as I said, I need to get the I don't know if I actually said it, this one, hot cocoa from, because it's just so cooler toned. Put it down there. Oh, but yeah, so that's been life. I'm now going to use the Trigwell Cosmetics T07 with my favourite bronzer from Revolution to set that all in place. I would put too much on my forehead, but never mind. You can blend it out. It's an easily blendable product. And then I'll make it less intense with my yeah. Oh, that is very stand in your face. But this bronzer is so good, and you know it's going to last you a long time, because there's 15.5 grams of product in this. Just saying. Okay, so I'm going to leave that out actually, because now we're going to do the magic Trigwell Powder Puff. I don't know how well it picks up on camera, but no, it's literally not showing up. This lighting is making me have under eye bags, but I promise you they have vanished. See, you can tell, like, on this eye, especially because this, like, hang on. There we go, now you can see. It's magic. You need this in your life. Right, we can bring this back now. I'm just gonna, because I find if I do that, I can just bronze up a little bit so I don't look too garish. Okay, now for highlights, of course, Brunch Club from Primark. This is like the setting brush, but I'm thinking, can I use it for highlight? Oh, I can. New highlight brush, there you go. Can't get the Revolution sets anymore. Such a nice highlighter. I love it. And I'm just going to apply it to my inner corner. Got to have an inner corner highlight. It just makes your eyes pop. And on the brow bone. I'm going to look so glam. That is the aim. And then with Echo, which if you watch my makeup collection you'll know, that this is like my favourite highlighter. With a fan brush, just dust that over what I've already put on. Put that on my forehead, why not? Lovely. And now I'm going to take off my okay, and then we're going to use Girl Code lip oil from Revolution / Love Island. And you can best believe if they bring out any more lip oils, if they do a winter collection, obviously, because obviously Love Island winter collection, then you can best believe I'll be doing that. I'll be buying them as well, but I'm just going to use this powder brush because it's a little less dense. Just kind of like tap it over. And then my favourite step, and who thought I would like setting mists, the Microfine Mist from e.l.f. Because this beauty sets your makeup all day. Right, let's take these clips out, and these clips have worked beautifully. Beauty Works. Is it Beauty Works? Brushworks, not Beauty Works. Brushworks clips work. Just brush the hair through again. Make sure it's all nice and fresh. But yeah, so that is pretty much. Oh, I need to blend that a little bit. Oh dear. Down the giraffe's neck. Can we just appreciate I've actually tidied up half to myself, because normally I leave all my makeup sprawled across everywhere. Please tell me other people do that so I don't do it alone. But we're trying to turn over a new leaf. Trying, being the optimal word. I'm in there. I'll leave that out so it can dry actually. You can just go in there like so. Makeup. My brushes are getting a clean tonight because they still look awful. So yeah. And then we're also, I am going to try this next. Like, this is the Iconic Prep Set and Glow. Look how gorgeous. So I will be trying that next time. But I'm going to use my favourite fragrance that my mum gave me because she didn't like it. So let's be honest, am I going to be really buying Dior? I may be from now on. My wrist. Oh, kind of missed. Oh, hang on, let me. Thank you. Like, how pretty is the bottle? It's really cute. But that is my glow up complete. I feel so much better. I feel a lot more human. Got my carton of apple juice. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it may have given you inspiration to maybe do some things to make yourself feel better. If it's not makeup and stuff like this, I'm sure you have other ways to make yourselves feel 100%. So yeah, if you want me to do any more kind of like story time, get ready with me, talking about things, how I deal with stuff, then let me know. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you in my next vlog or video, whichever one you watch first. Bye.